Hi, this is Brian at CEO Mastery, home of the Big Six Business Operating System. For over 20 years, I've been helping CEOs and their teams double, triple, quadruple profits, you name it, and do it simply and systematically. That's the key. And if they can do it, boom, you can do it. Every week I give a tutorial, tips and tricks, action that you can take to improve your business. And if you take that action every week, your company will soar. This week I want to talk about this phrase, this concept of right people, right seat. What exactly does that mean? Well, let's start with right people. Right people to me is culture, but back up for a minute. Let's see what Jim Collins says. He says, if you have the right people on the bus, this is from Good to Great, the problem of how to motivate and manage people largely goes away. That's because they're all of a single mind and a healthy mind, a healthy cultural mind, okay? Now, what is culture? Culture is values, but values is behaviors. So culture is behaviors. If you go into a country and you see what people are doing, that's their culture. If you go into a company, see what people are doing, what they're saying, how they're behaving, that's the culture. So as the CEO, as the leadership of a business, of an organization, why not just decide what those behaviors are going to be? And then name them in terms of values, and that creates your culture. And by the way, values means it's important. It's what we value. So our personal values is what's important. I've talked about this before. If I value fitness, I'm going to go jogging. If I don't, I'm not going to, I'm not. So those are values. So what's important to the business? So in order to get the right people on the bus, we need to define the values and the behaviors. And then we need to interview for that. We need to ask questions around that to uncover if the person that we are interviewing shares those values. The second thing then is the right seat. We get the right people. Okay, now right seat. What is that? Well, right seat is fundamentally where the person is fundamentally in the right place. A lot of times you try to improve somebody's performance, they're not doing well, and it's not that they don't have an intelligence, it's that they're just in the wrong job. You know that. You've seen that. You've seen people in the wrong position where you move them around sometimes into a different position and boom, they flourish. So what is the right seat for all of us, any of us? Well, I believe that we were put on earth by the Great Spirit, God, the universe, you name it, with two things in us, a passion for something and great talent for something. And we want to bring those together. We may have multiple passions and multiple talents, but bring those two together in the service of others. That's what makes us happy. That's why we're here, to help each other out. So the whole idea with right seat is to make sure that the person has an interest, has a passion for what they're doing, and that they have aptitude in what they're doing. And if they do, then they can excel, because it's that interest, that passion that causes them to put in the time, to pay attention, that 10,000 hours to really gain a competency, become expert. So that's the first thing to look for. You can do other things, train and counsel and coach and all that, but make sure that people are in the right seat from a passion and an abilities, talent standpoint. And when you do that, and you do the culture part, you have the right people in the right seats, and everything works out. I promise. All right, go. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, forward it to a friend, and subscribe, so when I come up with my next video, typically every week, you'll be alerted. Spread the word. Thank you.